Hello everyone, welcome to the material check program. What I'm going to talk about right now is how to set up the material check program. So you should have by now received a zip folder with the material check files in it. If you can unzip that folder, and if we open it up, you should see these six things in it. These three files you see here is just I started a help document, but I thought these videos would probably be a little bit better in explaining it. These other two files are merely the PowerPoint presentations which we saw on the forum page. It's really these three folders that you need to run the program itself. And we're going to be manually installing a few of these files and folders into the SDS2 data area. So where the data area is where the job and fabricator folders are kept, and the other various portions of SDS2. In my case, it's just on the C drive under program data. If I scroll down, SDS2 7.2. Now that may not be the path to your job and fab folder. They might be on a server or somewhere else. That just happens to be where mine are. But where you want to find wherever all these folders are kept for SDS2. Now, if you notice here, this conf status, you should find the matching folder in here called conf status, which is on my hard drive. I click on that one, I click on that one, simply move the file or copy the file if you want to keep a backup of it, and put that right into the file. Go back a step, go back a step. We'll use the plugins next. So we open the plugins, we open the matching plugins folder over here. Simply drag the folder or the whole folder directly into it. Should be all you need to do. And that's all we need to do in Windows here. We can close everything out and actually start SDS2. So if we start SDS, I'll change to a new job. Let's call it junk. Say OK. Start a new one. Again, junk. You don't have to do this, but there are some extra features if you do it. Under flavors, you can choose from the design data flavor. Now there's a few extra little bells and whistles there that'll appear if you do use the design data flavors. You don't have to, but again, it should work without it. But I'll put this in here for now, so I can show you guys what extra little cells that it will populate. So I'll hit OK. I'm just going to go to the modeling window. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to create just a column. Process it. Solid. Now if I edit the member here for a minute, so the design data flavors, what that did was create these custom properties in here. And I'll touch more on that later when I talk about using the program. But if I go into material, I just want to show you guys something. If I go into the material under general information, go under properties. So by default, if you use the design data, you'll get just this one material custom property. So there's just one that comes with SDS. So if we close all that, so what we're going to do with that flavors folder, what we're going to do with that is if we go under utility functions, we're going to merge that into it. So if you go merge schema into current job, click on that. We're going to use by file. And then we're going to, very important, we click on material. Again, very important, you want material checked here. So now we're going to find the folder that I sent to you guys. Go to desktop. And material check. There it is. Now if I go under the flavors folder. Again, I had a different plan when I made all these folders up. I thought this would be easier to do. That's why it's kind of buried. So if I go into material check, meta, schemas, material. So I want just a file called material. That's the right file. So I'll say open. And again, make sure that says material on there. Again, very important, or you'll mess things up pretty bad. So make sure that is put to material. Click OK. We'll click OK again. So if I click on the material of that member, go under General Information, Properties, you should see now there's a bunch more in there. So it's added custom properties to the material, to all the materials within the model. So we'll say OK, we'll close that, The comp status, if we go under here, if we go to, where is it, status display, load, then there should be check material, say OK, OK. If you get some warnings, just go back to the utility functions and make sure that you do that merge schema into current job correctly. It means you've probably done something incorrectly if you see warnings come up when you load that status display. Right, well that's it. There should be a part 2 on how to use it. That'll be talking about next. Alright, thank you very much.